Hi, I'm Frank Vignola, and I'm going to show you the song In a Mellow Tone by the great Duke Ellington. I teach you the melody, how to embellish the melody, and go over an improvisation technique that I use myself. So grab your guitar, tune it up, and let's play In a Mellow Tone. In a Mellow Tone, Duke Ellington's In a Mellow Tone, a great classic standard, one that you should be familiar with. Soloing, improvisation, melody, and embellished melody we're going to talk about in this segment. We're going to start with the melody. Now, as most melodies, there's a rhythmic pattern that goes through this whole tune, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Ba boop boop boop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Ba 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 ba. 2, 3, 4, 1. Ba 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 ba. 2, 3, 4, 1. Ba ba boop boop bang. And it keeps going. Look. Ba ba doo da da. 2, 3. Now it alters. 1. Boo ba boo bang. And right back. Do 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 do. Right? So that pattern goes through the whole song. So once we get these rhythms, it's a lot easier to play these melodies. The rhythms are half the battle. Okay, so there's the ongoing rhythm, the recurring rhythm throughout the song. 1, 2, and 3, and 2, 3, 4, 1. Ba boo 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 ba. Okay, so try to tap that out. Sing that out as you give in quarter notes. Ba boo boo ba ba. Feel the offbeats. Ba ba boo ba ba. 2, 3, 4, boom. Ba ba boo ba ba. So feel those offbeats. Okay, then we can add the notes. And this is great because it's a recurring melodic pattern too, and the harmony changes with the same melodic pattern. What a great song! Right, so that's starts on a G, E flat, F, G, A flat. Starts on a G, goes down a third, and then up the scale. And that is the flat 7 of B flat 7, and then again 1. Now that A flat becomes the root of A flat. And there's the root of A flat 7, A flat. Now the notes change. Right, goes to the B flat, F down a fourth, up a third, and up the scale. And that C is the major 7th of D flat major 7th. Very hip, especially for the time. Okay, then we continue with that pattern. 1. That's a little tricky one here. B flat, F, A flat, B flat, F. We have the rhythm, so we don't have to give that much thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now on this D flat minor, bar 10, we alter. Okay, it starts on the same beat, but it's not the same phrase. 1, 2, and 4, and 4 back. And now again, that same pattern. 1, boo ba boo bam. So there's a recurring pattern there as well. 2 recurring patterns, and that also happens at the end. So this whole melody is made up of 2 rhythmic patterns. 1, ba boo 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 boo, that's the one, and then the other is 1, boo ba boo ba. Simple as that. So now we get to the second half, same as the first half, same thing. 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. Here's where it changes. I love this line because it's the blues. Just 3 notes. B natural or C flat, however you want to look at that N harmonic tone. You could say C flat or B natural. F, back to B natural to the low F. And that repeats. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Back to the original pattern to end the phrase, to end the song. It's so beautiful. And this starts with the D flat, then to the D diminished, to A flat, that's the 6th of A flat, to F 7th, the root, right? And that's the sharp 11. And then your opening phrase is also the closing phrase. It's a brilliant melody. Duke Ellington was just over the top with these cool melodies, always infusing the blues in his melodies, which is a great lesson for us as improvisers of jazz. You know, without the blues, there's no jazz. Okay, it's all over jazz, especially in Duke Ellington compositions, as we've been discovering. So now soloing. Wow, the first chorus of my solo, I will probably look at the third of each chord, because it starts on that dominant 7, 2 dominant, which has a D in it, D natural, which is outside of the A flat scale. So, and then I look to the third of E flat 7th, and then the third of A flat, which is C, right? So I can make lines, right? Using scales, I could connect thirds using scales, neighboring tones, right? Upper neighbor, lower neighbor, then hit the third. Okay, I can use scales like I demonstrated. I could also use chromatics. Right? Use all the notes in between to get there, altering the rhythm as we go. All right, so that's going to be my approach for the first solo, is kind of looking at the thirds of each chord. And then the third chorus, you play a solo, and I'm going to comp nice and light underneath you. There's so much great rhythm going on here. It's like just chugging along. So you don't want to do too much to interrupt that. So I'm going to once again stay on these 2 strings and just give little rhythmic stabs. 1, 2, 3, bop, bam, 2, 3, Same inversions I'm using for the 4 to the bar, except I'm going to break up the rhythm. Sometimes I'll use the Charleston rhythm, bop, ba, bop, ba, bop, ba. Other times you'll hear me going 1, 2, 3, bop, 1, 2, 3, bop, bam, bam, bam. It's another good one. Bang, da, dun, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, Right? All of these cool rhythmic phrases. That's what I'm going to do in the comping. Okay, 3 or 4 of the foundation rhythms, the Charleston, the 1, 2, gang, and then you have the 1, 2, 3, bop, bam, that rhythm, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, bop, bam, 2, 3, bop, boom, right on the beat. 1, 2, 3, bop, down, beat 2, 3, up, down. All right, so listen for those rhythms. The next chorus, I play another solo. Okay, and here's what I'm going to try to do on this one. I'm going to look at the A-flat blues. The combination of the minor pentatonic and the major pentatonic gives us, if we mix them up, okay, you have all of that right on the first string. Okay, now the key here is to know what chord you're on. So B flat 7, if we just analyze, go through the chords, A flat works, F works, that works, flat 9, that's the root, flat 7. Okay, there's your 5th. Okay, so I'm going to stick right there. All works over B flat 7. Now E flat 7, same thing. They all work. Okay, now A flat, again, they all work. You can put them together in any combination you want. A flat 7, it all still works. Right, those are all the notes in between the pentatonic scales, the major pentatonic and the minor pentatonic of your tonic key, meaning A flat. That's your root key. Okay, D flat, look, that works. D flat minor, you got to alter a little bit on this one, or just leave out the flat 3. because they all work. And you have to alter that flat 3 just for that one. Now we're back to the root, A flat, F 7th, you have your F, right? That works. Then you have your B flat once again. Right? You can add that D natural too. As you're getting comfortable soloing, you'll start to realize that, wow, that one note, when we're on that B flat 7, because that's the third, remember the first solo, I'm going to concentrate on those thirds. If we kind of combine that bluesy pentatonic Charlie Christian style playing, combining the two pentatonic scales, and knowing what chord we're on, being able to identify the third and play it, now you're in business. So that's what I'm going to do on that second chorus of soloing. Once again, on your second chorus of soloing, which is next, I'm going to stay strict to the comping. Okay, I'm not going to interrupt anything because we're grooving along. You want to add and enhance. You don't want to try to, throw something in there that's going to disrupt the groove. Okay? And then embellishing the melody. There's not much you can do to embellish this melody because it's such a strong rhythmic statement. The only thing that I could think of is to play it in the upper octave. I'm going to start in the lower octave and I'll end the solo on the upper octave. Okay, that's a way to embellish melodies. Play them in different octaves. Okay, so a lot said there, but now let's get the play along track up for this Ellington classic in a mellow tone and have a nice jam on it. Enjoy.
That's all for this session. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here today, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little notification bell for more lessons in the future. Make sure you check out the other lessons on our channel, and don't forget to head over to TrueFire.com for the full experience. We have synchronized tabs, jam tracks, and a massive library of courses covering all topics a guitarist could ever want to learn. Until next time.